And again, two more fouls. We'll be shooting 2 shots. Short on the second one, but it's rebounded, and that ball's swatted away. Great defense that time by Nelson. Fullen thought she had a good layup right there, but Nelson said not so fast, as Nelson takes the ball all the way in.
Got that foul on Macy. Of course, this is ideal for Sullivan East. Stop the clock, score points. It's a 12-point advantage, but Sullivan East has got to start making these shots. If not, they'll be completely out of it.
And two possessions, as Chris said earlier, the urgency for their offense has not been there when it was around 3 minutes to go. They went at least 2 possessions that were around 30 seconds without getting a shot up. So
that was Nelson's first miss from the line. She's now 6 for 7.
Getting ready to brag on her there and jinx her, but she did make the second one, cut it to 11-point lead. East is in a full court pressure, and there's going to be a steal right there. Steal by Nelson as they get the ball to Nelson. Thompson slow getting back up the court. She twisted her ankle, and they're going to call a 3-second foul right there. Just not sure what to do right there as Thompson is limping right as she comes off the court. Thompson they knocked the ball away, and she was tripped up. She was slow coming up the court, as Chris pointed out, and she really never got back on the defensive side.
That's of course she did walk gingerly. At least she did walk, so hopefully she's not twisted it too bad. 57.7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Gate City 62, Sullivan East 51. 18 fouls now on Sullivan East and 4 for Gate City as Thompson remains in the game. Yep. Again, you've got Macy Mullins as well as Kendall Quillen in the ball game. You got Kate Pendleton as well as Jaden Fullen. That is the 5 for Gate City.
And Thompson showing a lot of heart staying in. They called the timeout to give her a little bit of break. But we need her ball handling skills in. So we break the press quite easily, and we get in our own way as we were blocked out of the way.
Was defending.
Fullen was actually defending Quillen right there. 2 people in the same spot as taking the ball. That turns into a turnover as Nelson takes the ball coast to coast, makes the basket and fouled, just as you talked about, Joe. Make quick buckets, and get on the foul line with the clock stopped.
And that is going to be the 4th foul. Again, Macy Mullins, the freshman, ill-advised foul right there at that point. 41 seconds left. Gives East the opportunity for the 3-point play.
Nelson only missing 1 free throw tonight, as it's going to be timeout called again by Housewright. Coach Housewright saw that Thompson was in trouble. She was over in the corner, double-teamed without much help. So instead of getting a turnover right there, we're going to call a full timeout. Joe, Chris, do y'all have anything as we have about 60 seconds?
Well, this game just got really interesting. It's almost like we let our guard down, and we've let East creep right back into this.
This is a good experience, though, for Gate City moving ahead. Can they play in this position? Of course, their first 2 games have been blowouts. Everybody's played. You really haven't had this pressure. Now we'll see, okay, can they withstand, again, the fouls, getting to the line, making their shots, and taking care of business. There's no reason to lose an 8-point lead with 36 seconds left.
Well, we're showing we're not in this game mentally with what happened under the basket. I mean, we were actually bouncing off of each other, and
yeah.
I don't know, Joe. It's almost like we're having a little mental letdown this game.
As the Blue Devils look to throw the ball in, East full court pressure. A quick foul over the back is going to be called on Nelson. It seems like we've called Nelson's name so much, but she is all over the place, offensively, defensively, rebounding. She is
need to make a couple free throws here, and that should hopefully just about ice this.
As Chris says, we can put the game away with a few free throws here over the next couple seconds, or we can allow East to stay in the game as we're up by 8. And the first free throw is good. I did everything possible to jinx Sarah Thompson on that.
Big players make big points, and right there Sarah did.
Sarah playing hurt makes the first free throw, and she also makes the second. Good chance that could do it right here. 10-point lead, 30 seconds to go. Nelson's going to drive the ball all the way in. Scoop shot, yes. And they're going to call a touch foul right there on Emma Aldridge. Excuse me. Going to call that one on Quillen. Quillen, really good defense, but little scoop shot right there. And
that's going to be her 4th foul. That's up to 16 fouls now for Gate City. Again, it's an 8-point advantage, and they've got a chance to make it 7. 27 seconds.
Again, Nelson is a freshman tonight. She has definitely been the spark plug that has kept them in the game when the seniors have struggled tonight. Both seniors, Kaylee Wolf and Maddie Gooch, have struggled from the line tonight, or from the 3-point line.
Of course, this is a home-and-home series, so we'll see Sullivan East later this season, and it'll be interesting to see if Kayla Honecker is playing at that point. And, of course, with this young freshman playing as well as she is, it's going to be a hard place to play over at the Patriot Palace. So.
At the University of Bluff City, we'll be traveling over there. Great place to be, to see a wonderful basketball game. Always a packed house at Sullivan East, no matter who they're playing. At the foul line, Pendleton's is good. 8-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Here comes a layup, no good right there. And there's going to be a hard foul. Again, Nelson taking the ball in with a scoop shot. Just went off the front of the rim. Great opportunity that time.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for the rest of this game if we just let them, if we can make the free throws, just let them drive in and hit the layups uncontested.
Well, right now, nobody's making shots. So
that shot right there could have cut it to 6 with 14 seconds to go. But again, it's 8 points, 65, 57, 14 seconds to go. We've backed out, and we're at the line and can seal it with a couple of free throws. Quillen's first shot is good, 66-57 as she eyes the second one. This one is good. 10-point lead, 14 seconds to go. As Chris says, just let them go. No foul, no cheap shots right there on the foul line. And this is going to do it right here. They're going to end up getting a steal with a few seconds to go, but nothing is going to come of it as Gate City keeps their record perfect as they beat the Sullivan East Lady Patriots, a scrappy, very good Sullivan East team tonight.
Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others. Just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, Go Big Blue!
This is head coach Kelly Housewright of your Gate City Lady Blue Devils, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Whether you're headed out to the game or if you're just looking for something great to eat, stop by and see the outstanding folks at the Campus Drive-In on Kane Street in Gate City. Campus Drive-In supporting Gate City Athletics for over 60 years, and they have a tremendous selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, and they're open 7 days a week. Also go in and ask about their new ice cream machine as well. So give them a call for call-in orders at 276-386-3702. Again, that's 276-386-3702. Ken Russell's Barbershop wants to wish the Gate City Blue Devils the best for a great season and wants to thank all of the Blue Devil fans, alumni, and students for their patronage over the last 30 years. And to look your best at the next Blue Devil sporting event, stop by and see Ken and Joey on your way to the game. They are located on Lynn Garden Drive in Kingsport next to Collins Auto Center. Proud supporters of local athletics for almost 4 decades, Ken and Joey Russell say, Go Big Blue! With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Weddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at vafb.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates. Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others. Just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, go Big Blue.
This is John Sally of the Gate City football and basketball teams, and you're listening to the home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
At the University of Dobbins-Bennett.
There you go.
Sport campus.
We played them too.
Oh, I know. It's
But thank you. I
Appreciate that very much. And we are back here on the Premier Pharmacy post-game show from a victorious Gate City Middle School Gymnasium, 67-57, big ball game. Big measuring stick for these Lady Devils, again, moving forward, getting ready for the district schedule, which is coming up here before we know it. But again, a very good Sullivan East basketball team came in here tonight, didn't hit some of their shots. If they had, this game might have went the other way. And again, Gate City went back and forth. Didn't hit extremely well, Chris, from inside, especially in that first half.
Well, the other way, I was just thinking about this. I sounded kind of negative during the game, but, you know, we played two tremendous games first.
Right.
And this was, looking back, maybe just a normal game.
Yeah, you know, and it's and this is a step up in competition, I think it's fair to say. With, I mean, even though they didn't have the inside, you know, dominance, but it was just a good basketball team. You have to feel good to get the win first.
It really is, and I kind of dread going up to Bluff City.
That's going to be a tough place to play.
It's going to be a hostile crowd. You know, the good side. The good news is the good side. We did overcome some adversity, made the shots when we had to. I think maybe we just kind of got spoiled those first two games based off the girls' play.
Right. You know, and that's, you know, we've taken a look at some of the stats from the game. Of course, Sarah Thompson, once again, 23 points. And again, did she hit her double-double?
She almost. She had 9 rebounds.
9 rebounds.
3 steals.
And 3 steals. Wow. You got Jaden Fullen, which came in with 17 points.
Yeah, she wound up with 6 rebounds and a couple of steals. And the other big rebounder for us was, of course, Riley Housewright. She had 6 rebounds, what I had her with, and a steal. But Jaden Fullen, continuing her streak, she had 3 massive block shots, 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and then that one that Rob had, GPS to Duffield.
I think it's about Fairview right now.
Yeah, still rolling to Pattonville, possibly. But anyway, talk about the more scoring again. Kendall Quillen with 6 points. And some excitement on the court afterward. Balls up, sounds like. So again, sounds like they want to get out here. Of course, there is school tomorrow. So anyway, but again, Samantha Gerald with 5 points in the game. Kate Pendleton added again 4 points. 3 points for Mara Mullins. Again, 2 points only for Riley Housewright. You're going to see that in a freshman. I mean, she did great one, you know, and then up and down a little bit. Again, the consistency. She just missed some inside shots. And then Macy Mullins also, she picked up 2 quick fouls late in the fourth quarter. Again, that's kind of a freshman kind of ordeal. But again, she ended up with 3 points in the game.
Well, if our dynamic duo of the freshmen have a bad game and we win by 10, I'll take that all season long. Exactly.
Of course, for those that didn't hear the announcement a little bit earlier, the Lehigh game which was scheduled for a super at Lehigh on December the 11th. That game will now be played here at Gate City, and of course we'll flip the one on January the 18th. Instead of them coming here, we will go to Lehigh.